So after a break of 3 months, we are resuming our Gita session. We have completed 12 chapters, and today we are starting with the chapter number 13. Before entering into this chapter, during this long holidays, 3 months, I hope all of you are in touch with Bhagavad Gita. Because most of our members here, they are here for the last more than 3 years. So this Gita study every day should be part of our one of the activities. Like we are taking breakfast, lunch, dinner, evening tea without forgetting. So Gita should be one of the items of the daily activities. There are a lot of benefits. While eating, we have the benefits of bodybuilding, we get energy, we are kept active all the time. But that is on the physical side of the body. But for the mind, we should also give nourishment. And one of the methods of nourishment is like we have various vitamin tablets, medicines. Bhagavad Gita is one of the medicines which will keep us all the time peaceful. We will not get perturbed. We will not get disturbed. When any depression comes or any sorrowful incidents come, we will have the mental strength to bear this. That is the major advantage we have by keeping regular study of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is not a spiritual document, it is a sort of a vitamin tablets for us to lead our life. Now we have finished 12 chapters. The whole Bhagavad Gita comprises 18 chapters. And it has got 700 slokas. The entire summary of the Upanishad is given in this Bhagavad Gita. So that means we don't have to read the long volumes of all the Upanishads, like Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad. So there are so many Upanishads. Out of them are 10, 12 are very famous because Adi Shankaracharya has given Bhakshyam for all these 12 Upanishads. So we have no time because we have limited time. So Bhagavad Gita is a summary of the Vedantic study, scriptures. And this is beautifully presented by in the form of a dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjuna. Arjuna was preparing for the war, Kurukshetra war, more than 12 years. And then 1 year they have to be incognito. So after 13 years, they have to start the war. the war is nothing but a fight between dharma and adharma. Adharma because Duryodhana refused to give the kingdom back to Arjuna, Pandavas. So Lord Krishna, being the Parthasarathi, driver of Arjuna, Arjuna told Lord Krishna, I want to see with whom all I am going to fight. So keep my chariot in front of the army, middle of the army, so that I have a view of both the armies. Arjuna, Lord Krishna, what he said, thought was that this is an opportunity for checking the mind. How strong is the Arjuna's mind? So he parked the chariot in front of Bhishma, Drona, and other gurus, plus other relatives. When Arjuna saw Bhishma and Drona being the grandfather and guru, his mental strength totally weakened. How can I fight with my grandfather and a guru? By killing them, that will be the biggest sin I will incur. So that means his mind, he has been preparing for the war for more than 12 years, 13 years, and in front of the war, he buckled. He said, I will not fight. I don't want the kingdom. That is what we call as frustration. In our day-to-day life also, sometimes the family situation is such that one day we, in anger, we say that I'm going to leave everything and go to Rishikesh or Himalayas to take sannyasa. But that is a weak weak mind. The mind is not strong enough. The mind is very, very flexible. So to strengthen the mind, Lord Krishna thought this is an opportunity for me to give proper advice to Arjuna to face this challenge. So in 2.5 hours, the entire 18 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna only advised Arjuna that this body is not, the body cannot be saved. It is a perishable object. So death is certain. And because of that, you should not get grieved. No sorrow should come. And what is the only item which is permanent? That is your Atma, the consciousness inside you. So like that he went on educating, and Arjuna was a good student. He could grasp whatever teaching was given to him, but he was a slow uh, grasping person. So that way we need 18 chapters. So the first chapter was a Vishada Yoga, Arjuna's depression. And from second chapter, Arjuna said, I will not fight. He kept his Gandiva down on the chariot. And that was the time. And then he said, I am your Shishya. You are my Guru. So show me Shreyas. What is Shreyas? I am not interested in Prayas. Prayas means all material comforts. Shreyas means ultimate pleasure. So Krishna got an opportunity Because unless and until one surrenders to Bhagavan, Bhagavan will not take any initiative. Only he will help those people who surrenders completely. Because we are all caught in the midst of Maya. And Lord Krishna also says in one of the chapters in the 7th chapter, Daivi Shesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva Ye Prapadyante Mayam Etam Tarantite. So he says, my Maya is delusion is very, very difficult to overcome. And if you want to cross this Maya, the only alternative or only method available is you have to surrender. If you surrender, I will take you and cross over the samsara. Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva Ye Prapadyante Mayam Eta Tarantite. I will take you to the safe shore. This was the assurance given to Arjuna. So the first 6 chapters, that is from chapter 1 to chapter 6, is who are you? He is addressing directly to each one of us. If I ask, who am I? Today my reply will be, my name is so and so, I am educated so and so, I worked in so and so company, I have so many children, they are all in various places, and I am now in Nana Nani, a senior citizen's home, and I am trying to seek my fag end of my career in a peaceful manner. So this is what is our biodata. If everybody has got a biodata. Is that all? You have, this is what you are describing is only all about your physical body. Sthula Shariram, physical body. Are you the Sthula Shariram? Because now we are recognizing our body as ourselves. And that is the reason why we spend so much of time in dressing, looking after the body, eating proper food, giving enjoyment, and having social activities. When we are not well, we go to the doctor, we get admitted to the hospital. That means we want to see that our equipment body is in perfect condition. With that, you thought that we can enjoy. But Bhagavan says, no, this body is perishable. Whatever way you protect, even ultimately the doctors also give up. There are many people who have got a lot of money, all good relations, good children, good neighbors, but none of them can give protection at the last moment. We are practically seeing all this. So, what is it that is permanent with us, in us? The Stula Shariram is not. So, once you understand that this body is no more stable, no more going to remain as it is, then we have to find out what is it inside which makes me alive. That is, we call it as Chetanam, consciousness. So we have a consciousness inside. So we have two items. One is inert, that is this body. Mind also is inert. Intellect is also inert. Buddhi is also inert. Ahankara is also inert. But all these will activate only if that consciousness is acting. If the consciousness is gone, we will say that that body is dead. Then even if you put it in the cremation ground and burn it, nothing will happen. But when you are alive, If I bring a burning stick and touches you, it starts burning you. That never happens as long as the consciousness is not there. If the consciousness is gone, then you are a dead body. But that is Sthula Shariram is leaving us. And then there is a complex called body God, mind intellect complex. We have all been given a mind and we have all been given an intellect. And the mind and intellect is, you can call it in today's language, is the software. But that to activate the software, this consciousness has to be there. If the consciousness is not there, the software cannot do anything. Like we are caught by virus, antivirus. So we should have antivirus. So the mind and intellect should be kept all the time pure, clean, free of all rubbish. And the mind is functioning only through thoughts. We have 5 sense organs, and through the sense organs, we get all the experiences of the worldly objects, like eyes get shape and color, the nose gets the taste, the ears get the hearing, the tongue gets the taste, and the skin gets the touch. These are only 5 gates through which all our experiences are collected by the mind. All the experiences are collected by the mind. When I see an elephant, that elephant does not get into my mind because I am a very small, eyes are very small. So the great elephant cannot get into my into mind through the eyes. So only I am getting an image, an imprint. So various imprints are taking place through these 5 sense organs, and that is crowding the entire mind intellect complex, and that is what we call as impurities. And the sense organs get deluded by the worldly objects because we thought that worldly objects will give us happiness and pleasure. We go to a hotel. First time somebody is going to a hotel, and here there was a new suite there. So I order the sweet, I eat the sweet, and I pay the bill, I leave the hotel. That action has been forgotten. Physical action has been forgotten. But there is a mental imprint taken place. That sweet, I divide it into 2 parts. I say I like it, and I say I don't like it. So if I like it, I go on contemplating on that one, thinking. And that becomes a strong imprint in my mind. That we call as sankalpa, vasana. So these vasanas are accumulated over a period of so many generations we have taken, birth after birth, and some of the vasanas get fructified because of the pava punyam, and this human birth is a result of this papam and punyam. Don't blame Bhagavan that he has given me this body with all these problems. It is all because of your prarabdha karma. So if the prarabdham is good, good punyam is dominant, you will probably get a comfortable atmosphere. And if your pavam is dominant, you may get a birth in a place where there will be a lot of hardships. Like, we stay in Nana Nani, we are supposed to be comfortable. But there are people who are staying in a slum area. They are finding it difficult to run the family. All this because of our punyam and papam. So in this birth, you have a choice. Do you want to earn punyam or you do want to earn papam? The choice is yours. Choice is ours. So punyam, papam, that balance sheet is what is giving us this human body. So that means we have a gross body, we have a subtle body that is called a Sukshma Shariram, which is comprising the mind, intellect, ego, and memory. Now, the same mind, today I can use it, in this birth I can use it for good actions. I do some charities, I do some service, I help people, I share my wealth. That means my selfish attitude should be given up, and I should have, in Gita language, Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha. Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha means that right now I am only looking after myself, my body, my family, my children, my son. I don't even care about my neighbor. From that, you should change it to transform into serving all people. Sarva Bhuta Hite Rataha. So Sarva Bhutam. Now from Eka Bhutam to Sarva Bhutam. That is what he is stressing in all these slokas in Bhagavad Gita. That means we have to expand our mind. How do you expand your mind? That means by right now we have three, the nature has got three gunas. Tamo guna, Rajo guna, Sattva guna. Tamo guna gives you laziness, not all the time sleepy, not interested in anything. Like Kumbhakarna, he wants to eat for 6 months and he wants to sleep for 6 months. Then the Rajoguna. Rajoguna is like Ravana, all the time active. Somewhere or other, he has to go and kill some people, create a war. That is Rajoguna. Then the third is Satruguna, Vibhishana. Satruguna means, he wants to help people. And where there is adharma, that should be pointed out. In fact, Vibhishana told Ravana that what you have abducted Sita is a wrong thing. You should give it back. But Ravana did not heed for that because he is steeped in Rajoguna. So in this birth, what we have to do is, we are all, most of us are in Rajoguna. We want to acquire, we want to accumulate, we want to preserve, and we don't want to share. So that means selfish. That is Rajoguna. Now slowly start expanding your mind that I have already earned enough, I have more money. Instead of acquisition and storing, let me share my wealth with others. That is called Sattvic Guna. So transformation is from Tamoguna to Rajoguna to Sattvic Guna. And once you become a Sattvic Guna, your mind gets expanded. Then you start helping others. Sarvabhuta Hite Rataha, Sattvic Guna. So the first 6 chapters is talking about myself, how I can expand my mind. For that, he has given 3 major topics, 6 chapters. One is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is very simple because whatever action I am doing, that is prompted by Bhagavan. That attitude you should have. Bring Bhagavan there. Don't say that I am doing my action because I want to enjoy the result and I am qualified. I can do anything everything. I earn money and I have there's no harm in my looking after my family. That attitude is called Rajoguna attitude, selfish activities. In Karma Yoga, what happens is all my actions are prompted by Bhagavan. So Bhagavan is asking. That means you put the entire responsibility on Bhagavan. So once you do that, the advantage is whatever you get out of result out of that activity, because Bhagavan is asking you to do it, it becomes a prasada. So when you go to your temple and you get a prasada, you don't complain. Whether there are stones inside in that pongal or whatever it is, you don't complain. Or even if they give you tirtha water, you take it as a sacred offering from the Bhagavan. That is the attitude. So Karma Yoga is nothing but doing the same action with an attitude of surrendering to Bhagavan and accepting the result as prasada. If I gave an example of that. You go to the hotel, take the sweet, come out of the hotel, then the lingering taste is inside you, likes and dislikes, and that is giving you the bondage. So if you want to get out of this bondage, if you take it as prasada from Bhagavan, then there is no bondage. That is called Karma Yoga. So he is stressing this Karma Yoga. Second chapter, he has given quite a lot of information. Third chapter is entirely Karma Yoga. Then he has also given fourth and fifth and sixth. So Karma Yoga. That's the most important topic in the first six chapters. It's called Prathama Shatkam. Shatkam means a group of six chapters. Then the second important point is bringing out in Karma Yoga is we have to put efforts, individual effort, prayatna. If I just keep quiet without doing any work, no result will come. So I have to put in effort, prayatna. In the sixth chapter, he has given a sloka, Uddared Atmanatmaram. You have to raise yourself through yourself. Your mind is your friend, your mind is your enemy. So that means individual effort in Sanskrit is called prayatna. That is a must. And the third important topic he is discussing in this, what is the Jiva Swarupa? What is my Swarupa? As Ramana Maharshi says, I am not the body. Manobuddhi Ahankara Chittani Naham. Natat Sotadikve Nadak Grananetre. Natat Vyoma Bhumis Tejo Navayuhu. Chidananda Ruvaha Shivoham Shivoham. I am Shivoham Shivoham. That is my Swarupa. Today there is a misunderstanding. My Swarupa I consider as my body. So you have to get elevated from body, Sushma Shariram to Stula Shariram to Sushma Shariram, and then you go to how do you get this Sushma Shariram, that is Karana Shariram, and cross that Karana Shariram and find my Swarupa. And in the second chapter, in the first, from the 12th sloka to 25th sloka, he has given the various points about Jiva Swarupa. So Jiva Swarupa is I am really that, not this body, not this deluded Maya deluded body. I am free of Maya. I am Nityam. I am Satyam. I am Nirgunam. I am Nirvikaram. That means I have no attributes, absolutely no attributes. But if I am not there, you are not there. If I am not present in your body, you are not, you are alive. If I am not there, you are not there. So that is the thing. So the first 6 chapters, Prathama Shatkam, because we have the major topic of Karma Yoga and Swarupa, Jiva Swarupa, and self-effort, Prayatam. And for Karma Yoga, he has given the Lakshanam. What is the, how do you decide the Karma Yoga? One, he said in the second chapter, he has given Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Samatvam, equality, equanimous. That is, the mind should have, when I have happiness and sorrow, I should treat both as equal. I should not get elated when I get some happy news, and when I should not get depressed when I get a bad news. So this is the Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Then the second Lakshanam he has given is Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. Yoga Karmasu Kaushalam. Skill in action is Karma Yoga. Not all skills in action. So whatever action we do, which do not bind us, because all these actions are binding on us. As I told you, that sweet, when you take, that action is gone, but afterwards it is binding in your mind, likes and dislikes, ragadvesha. So you should get out of ragadvesha, and that is why the Karma Yoga is a thing. So this is the first 6 chapters. So we have talked about our Swarupa, Jiva Swarupa. Now we go to the second 6 chapters, that is from 7th onwards to 12th. Again, there are equivalent to these first three important points. We also have 3 important points in second Shatkam, that is called Madhyama Shatkam. So in the Madhyama Shatkam, against the Karma Yoga, we have Upasana or Bhakti Yoga. 12th chapter is entirely devoted to Bhakti Yoga. So that means Bhakti Yoga is nothing but you need an external symbol, like we call it Ishvara. So either you have a picture or a statue or Saligrama or Shivalinga. So these are all used for bhakti, for the prayer. So bhakti yoga or upasana. In the case of karma yoga, it is a physical action. Kayika karyam. That is using the body. Here we are using the mind. Manasika karma. So it can be japa, it can be meditation. All these are manasa japam. That is the upasana. That means from external field, we are coming to internal. That is, external means all the outside activities, because we have got 5 sense organs, and the 5 sense organs will never keep quiet. It will go on hunting and bringing all rubbish inside us, and we also store that rubbish. That is what we call as vasana. And then we try to exhaust the vasana, which is very difficult to exhaust. And for that you need jnanam, knowledge. So here he is talking about you purify your mind through karma yoga, then come to upasana yoga, and then divert your attention to the mind and find out what is happening to the mind. So that is the upasana yoga or bhakti yoga. And similar to prayatnam there, here we need the grace of Bhagavan, anugraham. So grace of Bhagavan is already there, but we don't know how to tap. Like, we have the waterfalls. In the waterfalls, potential energy is already there, but then they use a turbine and convert that energy into electrical energy, which is being used. That is the grace. Grace is invisible, or you can call it solar energy. Now we are having all solar panels. So we are taking electricity out of solar panel. That means the electricity is already in a potential form in solar. In the waterfalls, potential electricity is in the potential form. Similarly, when Bhagavan's grace is available all the time, there is no time the grace is not there, but you do not know how to tap it. So you should have a mechanism to tap it. So that is the second aspect. And the third aspect is now we are going into a cosmic level, Ishvara Swarupam. There we saw Jiva Swarupam. Here we are talking about Ishvara Swarupam. Ishvara is a total. Maya with Brahman is Ishvara. Maya cannot stay alone. It needs some support. That is Ishvara. So we have that. So we have the 3 points. One is Upasana Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. Second is grace of Bhagavan. And third is Ishvara Swarupam. Now a question can ask, the same Bhagavan is probably get confused. In the case of Jiva Swarupa, he said, you do effort, prayatnam. And here he is talking about my anugraha is required. Seek my anugraha. So that means there is a controversy whether you should go, whether I should put up some work or I simply keep quiet and try to tap the grace. Then also I can get Bhagavan. And here the question is the self-effort, prayatnam, and the grace of Bhagavan, anugraha of Bhagavan, they are one and the same. There is no difference between the two. Both are going together. Samatvam, samam. I can ask, you have 2 legs. Can you say I can use only one leg to reach a place? Or I can use the other leg to reach another place? Not possible. Both the legs have to coordinate together. That is what is called as samatvam. So that means for any activity, we should have our effort as well as the grace of Bhagavan. So it is not a two different routes. It is a combination. Like our walking. If you want to walk properly and reach your destination, both the legs should cooperate. So the grace of Bhagavan is a must. So the 6 chapters on the middle section Madhyama Shatkam is talking about Ishvara Swarupam, Upasana or Bhakti Yoga, and the Anugraha of Bhagavan. So that means now we have seen who we are and what is Ishvara. So the 12 chapters have given you the meaning of these two values. Now we come to the last Shatkam, Antima Shatkam or Charama Shatkam, which also has got 6 chapters, 13 to 18. Chapter 13 to chapter 18. The chapter 13 is one of the most important chapters. Like we have 3 important points in both the Prathama Shatkam and Madhyama Shatkam. Here also we have got 3 important points. Against Karma Yoga or against Upasana Yoga, we have Jnana Yoga. So 13 chapters starts with Jnana Yoga. And against Prayatnam and Anugraham, here we have Sadgunas. That means we should cultivate all the good qualities, like Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara, share your property, share your things, all that comes under Sadgunas. And the third thing is like Jiva Swarupa, Ishvara Swarupa. Here we have Jiva Ishvara Aikyam. Jiva Ishvara Aikyam. We have talked about Jiva, we have talked about Ishvara. Now I am talking about Aikyam. They are one and the same. Jiva is not different, Ishvara is not different. They are one and the same. Essentially, they are Chaitanyam. As I told you that Jiva, if he has to survive, he should have Chaitanyam. Similarly, for Ishvara, if he has to create all these things with the use of Maya, there should be Chaitanyam. So if you equate Chaitanyam to Chaitanyam, they are one and the same. But if you look from outside, it looks different, apparently different. If I tell you you are a Chaitanya Swarupam and you are also Ishvara, you will not agree with me. You will argue, I am a miserable person here. I suffer. I have financial problems. I have health issues. I have my children's issues. I have my social problems. So amongst all these problems, how can you say both of us are one? So there, in the Upanishad, they are given some equations. The Jiva, Ishvara, Aikyam. How can an equation be equal? I can say there is no equation required when I say 8 is equal to 8. No equation. Both are same. When I say 8 is equal to 6, that is not an equation because 8 cannot be 6. But if I say 4 plus 3, 4 plus 3 is equal to 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2. So on the left hand side, we have 4, 3 and symbol plus. And the left hand side, right hand side, we have 9, 2 and symbol minus. So if you look at it, they are different. Numbers are different. Symbols are different. But end result, both are giving the result of 7. So essentially they are same, but apparently it is not such a thing. That means when we are also seeing Jiva ourselves as different from Bhagavan, because we are not We are treating us as different. So if you understand this equation, then you will also understand the Jiva Ishvara Aikyam. So Jnana Yoga is the one which is giving you the methodology of understanding this Jiva Ishvara Aikyam. So Jnana Yoga gives the methodology of understanding how I can be equal to I am and Ishvara are one and the same. Right now, if I look at it, if I look Ishvara, he is omniscient. He is all knowledgeable. Whereas Jiva is Alpajna. I am not all knowledgeable. I have limited knowledge. Then I am Sarvatnyaha. Then I am Sarvagataha. I am available at all places. Whereas not, I am not available. If I am available in Bombay, I am not available in Coimbatore. Sarvagatam. Then I am a creator. Who? Bhagavan. We are all created people. Then we have I am the master and you are the servant. So these are apparent differences between the two. But essentially we are one and the same because we are all governed by Chaitanyam. So Chaitanyam means that which gives you the life. So it is like if you take a wave and the ocean, and if they both can speak, the wave says, I am water, essentially water. And the ocean says, I am also essentially water. But ocean and wave, they are, from looking at it, it is different. But if you look essentially, they are water. And this requires the knowledge, jnanam. Jnanam has got a different meaning. Dictionary meaning is different. And in Sanskrit, technical meaning is totally different, opposite. So, for example, now, one fellow went to a guru and told him that I am hungry and I want to eat some food. So the guru gave him some money. And then he came back next day asking for again. And he told, I used that money for, in Tamil, thanni. Thanni means liquor. So technical meaning is the dictionary meaning is water. So the Guruji thought, what is wrong in drinking water with that money? But then he said it was a liquor. But again he is asking money, telling that I told you the truth. And for that, telling the truth, you give me again money. And Swamiji gave because he told the truth. So Jnanam is nothing but, that means just got two different meanings. So we should go to the root meanings. So when I say I am a Jiva, I am another fellow says I am, the other is Ishvara. Jiva and Ishvara, they are one and the same if you look at the essential meaning of Chaitanyam. But otherwise, we will see the difference in both the things. So we have to have an inquiry, vichara. And what is the vichara? Jnana vichara. For that we have Shravanam, Mananam, and Nididhyasanam. And if I have to do Shravanam, my mind has to be pure, mind has to be clear, and mind has to be totally clean. Chitta Shuddhi. For that I use Karma Yoga. Then for concentration I use Bhakti Yoga or Upasana Yoga. So that means I am preparing myself for the Jnana Yoga. So if I have to do Jnana Yoga, I have to use both Karma Yoga as well as Upasana, Bhakti Yoga to prepare myself. And the preparation takes hell of a time, lot of time. And that is, one is Shravanam, and the other is Mananam, and the third is Nididhyasanam. And Shravanam is nothing but we are daily hearing. You go for a lecture, you listen to all that. But how much we understand in the Shravanam? For hearing the Shravanam, my mind has to be focused. If my mind is elsewhere, that's why if you see there are 100 students in the class, a few of them, whatever the teacher says, they grasp it immediately. And they are the clever students. And they are the best students also. Whereas there are students, even by having tuition, they are not able to understand. I mean, their grasping power is totally low because they are not prepared. Because they got so many other activities. See, he may come to the class when there is a football match going on or cricket. That Commonwealth cricket now, recent games, everybody was tuned to TV only because they are very keen to know what is the result. So at that time, no other activities will get any importance. So similarly here, when you have to listen something, especially Jnana Yogam, especially talking about Bhagavan, my mind has to be totally to myself. So that is Shravanam. Shravanam is not listening to a cricket commentary or a football commentary or some gossiping or some lecture. Here, Shravanam means whoever is talking about Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya means Atma Jnanam, self knowledge. So, whichever Guru is talking about self knowledge, Atma Jnanam, that you listen from that Guru, how long? Till you are able to assimilate, absorb. So, if you are able to absorb and assimilate, up to that you have to listen. That is called Shravanam. So, Shravanam is not simply hearing. No. Shravanam means hearing. Hearing the Brahma Vidya, Atma Jnanam. So, we will talk about Mananam and Nididhyasanam in the next class. Now I am closing now. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva